chances, we have chances, and we'll always play well tonight. So, yeah.
What's it like for you playing in Florida now? It seems like you both have a good time. I think you enjoy it.
Yeah, it's 20 years to play against each other. It's always fun. It's always challenging. He's one of the best goalies out there, and it's a huge challenge for me to play against him.
You bent over and said something to him after one of the saves, and you both started laughing. What did you say?
I tell him I need one more. He said, I think you already got one. So
three goals in 4 games since coming back. Do you continue to just feel better and better as each game goes on here?
Yeah, I mean, when you miss so many games, you just try to take short shifts, kind of play hard every game, every shift, feel the puck. But sometimes on those nights you maybe don't have any opportunity to score, but at the end of the end you get one and you feel much better. So I think today in the first period I have very good chances to play puck in, but Pierre was out there and he played really solid.
Is it weird when a game like that goes to the shootout? You guys haven't been in a shootout all season. Was it a little bit strange?
Yeah, I think it is the first one.
Yeah.
So I think how I said, both teams play hard. Both play really solid. So
What did you see in their shootout?
See you tomorrow.
Tried to score. He tried to make a save, and it's a battle. All right.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Did you see on the one that, do you think that the one that you popped there in the third was below
I haven't seen it. I think it was closer than everyone was kind of making it out to be. I got to watch the replay, but it's one of those, they wave it pretty quick, and then obviously it's tough to kind of overturn it, but it's close.
What do you think made the difference in this one for them to get the
It comes down to a shootout, so we had a couple leads. They're a good team. They check hard. It was tight both ways. There wasn't a lot of chances. Comes down to the shootout, and they capitalized on one, but I think it was hard fought, kind of momentum back and forth type of game.
Is it hard when a game like that comes down to essentially a skills competition, kind of?
Yeah, yes and no. I think you kind of always want to settle it at even strength in 60 minutes, but I think the fans enjoy it. It's always exciting. Everyone's on their feet, and you just kind of want to come out on top.
Hartman scored right after you scored, and then after the one that was waved off, they scored right. Do you guys have to do a better job in this game controlling those kind of big moments there?
Yeah, I think in this game particularly, you probably want those couple minutes after our goal is back. Yeah. It's hockey, such a momentum game. You got to try and just keep the ice tilted when you have the upper hand. They're a good team. You give them credit. They're experienced. They know how to answer, and we'll learn from it. And a couple bad bounces tonight, I think, at the end of the day. The one, they get a lucky bounce, the shorthanded, and then, the third one's a tip and a bang bang. So it is what it is. But we fought hard, and it was a really good hockey game for the most part. A lot of good hocky.
You guys have had a lot of battles against Fleury, and you sense Obi has fun playing against him, and vice versa in these games.
Yeah, I kind of said it earlier today, but I think he's a guy that when he's gone, the game will miss him. He's fun to have in the league. He's a heck of a goalie. We've had a lot of battles against him, and I think O and him, you always see them kind of smiling back and forth. I mean, game respects game, and it's fun to see two kind of all-time legends kind of going at it and have a front row seat to that.
Thanks.
to be firmer in the shifts after 2 times that Tom put puck?
Yeah, I mean, after a goal or after something like that, you definitely want to keep the momentum going, but 82-game season is going to happen. It hasn't happened much this year. So, it's something that obviously you can take back if you want to, but it hasn't been an issue this year, and I'm sure with the veteran presence in this group and the experience that it won't be.
You feel like there were chunks of this game, especially in the first 40 minutes, where you guys were getting to the way that you wanted to play, and we're kind of, I would say, working them a little bit in the offensive zone?
Yeah, we played a lot of good minutes. You know, if we play this game again tomorrow, I mean, it could go our way. Whenever it goes to a shootout like that, I mean, Chucky was huge and made some big saves for us, but so did Fleury for them. You know, we had some chances that we didn't take advantage of, but you know, the game could have gone our way. So a loss is a loss, but there's some positives to take from this game.
Do you feel the energy in the building when Ovi has the puck in his stick now? I mean, he's down to 24 goals now. It just feels like every time he has it, like just everyone kind of hair on their neck goes up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, when he was gone, or when he was injured for a bit, you know, even at home and even on the road, you know, that excitement from the fans, everybody wants to see it happen. And I feel like not just us, but our fans, the teams, and then every team in the league almost wants to see it happen. They just don't want it to be against them, but they want to see it happen. So we definitely miss that excitement from them, but you know, they've been great all year.
Thanks, Doobie. Thanks, man.
In the first period, Wilson scored. Hartman came right back next shift. Wilson had a goal waved off. They scored a few seconds later. Do you guys need to do a better job, maybe in this game, just for controlling those kind of momentum swing moments right there?
Yeah, those are important shifts, no question. Shifts after goals, momentum shifts that we remind our guys, and our guys know, like, those are big shifts, and usually I'll deploy a certain line in some of those circumstances to try to make sure that shift's looked after. Unfortunately, a couple of those shifts didn't go our way tonight with a few mistakes that end up costing us.
Can you appreciate as a coach seeing Ovi and Fleury go battling like that after all these years?
Yeah, big time. I was reading some of the stats earlier and seeing some of the highlights of that, so it's you appreciate how long they've been going at it, and the history between them and the rivalry, obviously, with Pitt and Wash, and the heated battles that they've had is pretty cool. And for him to get one tonight on the power play, it was a big goal, really big goal, because we didn't have a lot going, and we needed some momentum from that 4-minute power play, and there wasn't a lot going on. And the next thing you know, he just sort of steps off the wall, and it's got the building alive.
Do you see elements of this game where you guys were playing a little bit more like you want to see?
A little bit. I thought there was definitely more positives tonight. I felt like our ozone play much better. Had a lot more sustained pressure, as you guys saw, and we did an okay job with that time. But that was positive. We spent a lot more time in the offensive zone. Didn't think we're still fighting it. Like, we got some guys that are really fighting it right now, so we're just trying to work through that. We'll continue to work and put our heads down and try to get out of some funks individually and try to find ways as coaches that we can help them put their games in better spots.
Do you feel like Ovi, with, I guess, the exception maybe of that first game where he was searching for his legs, he has kind of picked up where he left off, and does that surprise you at all that he's able to do that?
Yes and no. I felt like the Detroit game, was really good for him, and then the last couple, and I think it's a product of their line, and we're going to have to do something about that. Their line has really struggled. Yeah. And so whether that's just the combination right now and the chemistry with Mikey playing the wing with them, like when early in the year he was playing with Pro, right? And he played with Willie, and Pro's done a really good job with Doobie and Willie, and it's given us a really stable line to be able to play against Rossies of the world, Matt Boldy's of the world. So, but we're going to have to do something, because that's a couple games in a row where the just chemistry isn't there, and they're getting beat up pretty good on the shot attempts and the scoring chances, I guess.
With the shootouts, obviously your first one of the year, the guys who have done it for so many years here with Kuzi and TJ are no longer here. What went into the decision with the three you put out there?
Honestly, it's a something that we've talked about as a staff, and we sort of have a set, and that's because we haven't been in a lot of shootouts, so it's kind of moved around a little bit just based on guys in practice. Our goaltender coach, Scott Murray, of who has some deceptive moves, and So that's really it. And then part of it is history and how guys have done in the shootout. Like Dubois had a pretty good track record in shootouts. I don't know exactly what it is, so I don't want to misquote it, but it's solid. Like he hasn't shot a ton, but I want to say I'm throwing, maybe it's 2 for 5 or something like that. And then it goes to a bit of a gut call by me of where we're at in the game situation. I thought tonight, has struggled in the shootout over his last little bit. So anytime that we use him, it's usually me just using a gut call. And whether he goes 4th or 5th or where we slotted him, like back in the day with Kuz and Oshie was different, right? I mean, they actually had a set process to it. I want to say when it was for the win, O would shoot, and if it was to tie back, he would shoot, which was interesting. Like, not just how it went; it was automatic. If we needed a goal and it was, or if it was for the win, O would shoot. Now it's a little bit different. We're still looking for, what our exact order is.
Two-parter. What happened on the lingering turnover behind the net? He stopped the puck, and second, he seemed to have bounced back pretty good from that miscue.
Yeah, just a miscue. I mean, that's it. I don't think I can describe it. I mean, he was trying to move it and got handcuffed when he tried to go back across and didn't realize the guy was. What was it, Trenton?
Trenton, yeah.
Was that tight to him when he tried to go? So, but I agree. He made some big saves to keep that at 1-0 or at 2-1, right? The power play, the Boldy one-timer out. Like, there was a lot of a couple half breakaways early in that second period that they get, and those are like we got to clean those up. We're still making too many mistakes, and they're just weird mistakes. That one's a line change, one's we mistakes like that we just got to root out of our game right now. Thanks.